All right, welcome back from our commercial break. Well, it's going to be an interesting game. We only have one official for tonight. We'll see how things turn out. Let's send it down courtside to our very own Terrance.
Golden West College head coach Bill Lawler came to the GWC family with the intentions of making this team better. He came here after 13 seasons being with CSULA, where he amassed over 274 career wins and a winning percentage of 710, which actually ranks him 22nd all-time in Division I. Now, when he came here and took the job at Golden West, he said he looked forward to the opportunity to coach and to teach, with the emphasis on teach. He wanted to be able to teach these players. Now, Coach Lawler is very knowledgeable of the game, and he has the uncanny ability to make his players better. And that's going to go a long way in the tough OEC conference, where we have teams like Irvine Valley and OCC playing some good ball right now. But tonight, Golden West is playing a Saddleback Gaucho team coming off a loss on Wednesday, so they're going to be chomping at the bit to get this game going. With the sideline report, back to John and Rob.
Thank you, Terrance. Job well done down there, first time courtside. He's one of our students making his debut from the sportscasting class here at Golden West College. We love to shuffle him into the rotation whenever we can.
Yeah, there'll be a few more of those on the camera tonight, getting their first taste of the real thing. So we'll wish them all good luck and hope we have a good game to go with it.
Terrance mentioned that they're part of this Orange Empire Conference, a tough conference indeed. 4 of the teams from Orange Empire Conference are ranked in the top 11 from the state. So, tough competition here.
Well, and we're used to seeing awfully good volleyball. The Rustlers have been successful in all but one conference contest up to this point. Victorious over Fullerton on Wednesday. We hope we bring them some good luck tonight in this home contest at Golden West College Gymnasium versus Saddleback College, a team that has been threatening all year to put it together and break out. The coaching staff indicated to us earlier they hope they didn't break out tonight. We'll see how this goes. And like Rob indicated earlier, at this point we only have one official, but he is checking the lineups, doing what officials do, and getting ready for this contest to begin.
While he's doing that, that would be linesman or referee Lev Zavalkov making his refereeing debut here at Golden West. He'll be doing it solo style. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for Golden West. Maritza Montez, one of the best killers in the state, ranked number 2 heading into tonight's contest. Mary Lombino will be wearing the defense specialist libero shirt. Alex Risco, Allie Board, Katie Givens, and Jessica Athow to start. Athow will set. Here's Allie Board. Good kill. Saddleback puts it over on the bump. And a miscommunication here by Golden West to get things started. 3 players looking at each other as the ball fell to the floor.
Little Alphonse and Gaston, you got it all, take it. Whoops. Saddleback scores the first point of the evening.
Kirby Butterworth to serve again. Pardon me, that's Danelle Espejo. Allie Board with a kill. That's better from the Rustlers. Allie Board looks strong in the warm-ups here, putting together some strong kills.
6-foot freshman out of Notre Dame High School in Redwood City.
Montez's serve. It's put up softly, kept alive by the Rustlers. Saddleback puts it over on the second touch. Lombino with the dig. Athow to Risco. Good kill. Dug out. Givens to Athow. Allie Board is blocked at the net, but falls down onto the floor.
Into that no man's area, sometimes referred to as the hole. Nobody home.
So Maritza Montez to serve again for the Rustlers. Flicks the net. Defensive specialist for Saddleback keeps it alive. Lombino first touch, and Jessica Athow isn't able to keep it alive. We're tied at 2 here early.
And in volleyball, that net serve is in play. Net serve is in play. Score is tied 2-2. Game 1. Set 1.
Risco blocked at the net, kept alive. Soft touch there by Saddleback. Espejo sets. Espejo digs.
Blocked well.
Schneider. Montez digs. Here's Adhal to Risco. Again, her powerful kill is dug out by the Gauchos. That one is touch point to the Gauchos, 3-2.
Well, Saddleback starts off like a team that has not lost as many games. We'll see how that goes throughout the night.
Montez digs. Here's Board. Deflected out of bounds by Alicia Dishno. Tied up at 3 here, set 1. Mary Lombino back to serve for the Rustlers.
Volleyball has played best 3 out of 5 sets. Must win by 2. Games are to 25 points.
Licciardi with the dig. Here's Risco. Goes over soft. Saddleback keeps it alive. Goes over on the second touch. And Polo puts it over. Here's Adhal.
Well played.
Blocked and deflected out at the net. That was Ali Board who got a hand to it, but put it out of bounds. That's point to the Gauchos. They lead 4-3.
Well, Saddleback has started off like a team that is not 0-4 in conference.
Morgan Cavanaugh with the serve. Lombino, Adhal to Risco. And it's just long. 5-3, Gauchos.
And so far, the little things have gone against the Rustlers. Got to turn that around. Turn that around. Saddleback leads set 1, 5-3.
Here's Risco again. She got a hold of that one. Point to the Rustlers. She'd been getting a hold of a few of those kills, but was unable to convert on those, as the Saddleback Gauchos had been doing a good job digging them out. However, unable to get to that powerful kill from
that one
Alex
hit
Risco.
the back line. Golden West now trails by 1, 5-4.
So Kayla Morrell serves for the Rustlers. Chavez with the kill, but it's blocked. Point to the Rustlers. They tie it up at 5.
Great 2-player block right at the net. It's the way you practice it. It's the way it works out.
Morrell. Espejo. Schneider gets a hold of it. Montez and Lombino
This
both
has
go
to go
for it.
over. There you go.
Here's Espejo. Good kill. Lombino thought about going for it, didn't go. And it's the Gauchos who eke out another 1-point lead. They're up 6-5. The libero for the Gauchos, Rachel Talifas, back to serve. Pardon me. She faked even me out. Courtney Spitz here to serve. Montez to Morrell. Risco from the near side. It's deflected. Point to the Rustlers.
Hit into that hole right behind the front line, in front of the back line. Very difficult spot to defend.
So Alex Risco here to serve.
Tied at 6.
Errant touch by Alicia Dishno, and Risco extends the lead by 1 here, 7-6.
And we call that an ace. Serve that was not returned, good for the point.
Here's Espejo. Blocked at the net. Good blocking. Montez and Polo both getting their hands up on that one.
A good 2-player block. That's the block that everybody in the country practices every day.
So Risco serves again. Dug out by Licciardi. Soft touch. Montez gets down. Risco gets a hand to it.
Well
Montez
saved.
will
Must
set.
go over.
And Morrell puts it over. Looks long, is not. Risco thought about letting it go.
Calls it good. That was close. If we had instant replay, we might find that that did not catch the line. And I noticed there's another official here now on the floor. Did you already mention that?
I did not. Joe
Okay.
Aguilar made his way in.
Way to go, Joe. It's always good to see you.
So Gauchos down 7-8. Make it 7-9 as that serve from Christina Licciardi is into the net.
And that ever-loving net serve. Everybody wants to just clip the top of the net, and they cut it too short quite often.
Here's Victoria Polo to serve, up by 2. Espejo. Briscoe gets a hand to it, but it's deflected out. Point to Gauchos.
Yeah, that's one of those borderline balls that might have gone out had she not touched it, but I'm sure the coach would rather have him play the ball, take the chance. You don't want to give points away.
Licciardi serving down 8-9. Lombino gets down to it. Here's Montez, and she did not get a hold of that one. And the Gauchos tied up at 9 here in set 1.
Now we're used to seeing that ball down on the floor. She just mishit it and hit the net. Set 1 tied at 9.
Lombino, here's Morel. Alliston blocked at the net. Gauchos keep it alive. Morel. Here's Montez. Better from Montez. She found a good hole on the Gauchos side of the court. And the Rustlers lead by 1 here, 10-9.
Substitutions in for Golden West. Jessica Athau serving, number 5.
And how one of the setters blocked at the net. Katie Gibbons was involved in that one. Looked like Allie Board also got a good hand up to it. And the Rustlers lead by 2 here, 11-9. Adhow back to serve yet again. Espejo, good block. Gauchos need to get it over. It's punched over by Licciardi.
Good save, good save. That could have been a giveaway.
Allie Board, the block is put back over the net. Lombino calls it. Montez is going for it. And it's touched by Licciardi, but she can't handle it, and it's out of bounds.
And that's more like what we're used to see Miss Montez do. She hits that cannon, it's very hard to return.
So Adhow, who comes to us all the way from San Leandro up in the Bay Area of Northern California at Bishop O'Dowd High School. The 5'5" setter. Gauchos able to put that back over the net.
Played well at the net.
Quite cuttingly. They cut the lead. It's 12-10. Gauchos trail here as Danielle Espejo back to serve. But timeout is called on the floor with the Rustlers up 12-10. Well, John, early on it seems to be that the Golden West team, a little bit of miscommunications here. We saw in the very first point, nobody went for it. And a couple of times, Lombino has run into some other players early on, and they're causing some problems there defensively for the Rustlers.
Well, and it could be a situation where mentally you don't want to take anybody light. The coaches certainly coach against that danger, but Saddleback has not had a real successful season up to this point. It could be that the girls mentally are just not quite prepared for a tough contest. So far, Saddleback has been playing even with them. Golden West leads by 2. 12-10 in set number 1 of a best 3 out of 5.
And we're up and running again. Here's Lombino, Adhow, Montez. Her kill's too hard to handle. Puts the Rustlers up 13-10.
Goes back to serve.
Montez comes to us from Downey High School. Good service. Here's Espejo. Spitz puts it over. Montez digs it out. Adhow. Here's Board. Touch by Christina Licciardi. Pardon me. It was not Licciardi. Licciardi is the defensive specialist.
Yeah, the ball can be hit 3 times on either side of the net. On that kill where the ball is tipped at the net, that tip does not count as one of the 3. You'll see the ball hit 4 times occasionally, one of them being that tip. You'll also see it occasionally over in 2, but not very often. Espejo.
Here's Schneider, blocked at the net. She puts it over on the second attempt. Briscoe kept it alive. Here's Board, blocked at the net. And that's Rachel Talifas, the libero for Saddleback.
Now that libero in the white shirt for Saddleback can save the ball but cannot hit it over the net on that play inside the 10-foot line.
So Montez back to serve again. Rustlers keep it alive unbelievably, and Katie Gibbons can't put it over the net.
Yeah, the Rustlers have found the wrong side of the net about 3 times so far in set number 1.
Melissa Chavez makes her way into the match for Saddleback. Gives Christina Licciardi a rest. Spits a serve. At house sets here for Risco. Blocked at the net. And it's point to the Gauchos, who have cut the lead here, 15-12.
Another missed hit. Got to get the ball over the net to keep it in play. Saddleback trails 15-12 and serving.
Montez digs out Spitz's serve. There's board. Powerful hit. It's dug out by Daniela Espejo, but goes over the net and out of bounds. Point to the Rustlers.
Point Rustlers, and each set goes to 25. Must win by 2. If a 5th set is required, that set goes to 15.
Lambino serves. Soft touch by the Gauchos kept it alive, tricked the Rustlers, and Board wasn't able to get down and bring that ball back up.
In that hole right behind the front line. Coach is doing a little coaching, wants to cover the whole floor. Amazing how that ball finds open spots with 6 players on each side.
So Morgan Kavanaugh to serve for the Gauchos. Montez comes up to dig it out. Here's Board. Good dig, kept it alive. The Gauchos, Lambino, Adhow to Board again. Blocked at the net, but the Gauchos take control here. Chavez with the kill. Lambino got down well. Here's Risco. And down for a point. 2 Gauchos diving at the ball, unable to bring it up.
It looked like neither one of them wanted to go full out, and if they'd have both gone full out, they'd still be laying on the floor. They'd have hit head to head. That'd be a 15-yard penalty. Golden West leads 17-13, set number 1.
Oh, lucky break there for Kayla Morell. Ball hits the net, falls down for the Gauchos.
That ball just crawled over that net. It must have had a little forward spin because she hit well below that white tape, but it had enough impetus to go over and down. And unlike tennis, in volleyball, that's a good serve. Not a do-over.
Certainly caught Amber Smith, number 7, for the Gauchos by surprise. She didn't seem to be paying too much attention to it, but
came to a very sudden stop when it hit that net and then just dribbled over.
18-13 here, a good start for the Rustlers, who, when they win, tend to do it in 3 games. Only once has it gone twice has it gone 3-1. That game once against Orange Coast and once against Grossmont College, but in all their other wins, it's been sweeps for the Rustlers. So winning game 1, very effective.
This is thought of by pretty much everybody at Golden West as a rebuilding year, bringing in a coach late in the recruiting season. However, the Rustlers have gotten off to a very nice start. Let's hope they can continue.
Morel gets us started up again with her service. Good set by Espejo. Blocked at the net by Risco. Blocked again by Risco. Victoria Polo also get in on the blocking action there.
Just hit the ball where nobody is. Just like in baseball, that's what you want to do.
Morel. Errant touch by Kirby Butterworth. Made it difficult for her teammate Chavez to get to it. And Kayla Morel is on a little bit of a serving spree here.
And that fictitious lady called Momentum has taken a little swing in the Rustlers' favor.
Here's Risco, blocked at the net and out of bounds.
Set 1 goes to 25, and at this point in time, and there is timeout, Golden West leads set number 1, 21-13. Timeout on the floor.
So Golden West enters this match 3-1 in Orange Empire Conference play. OCC is also 3-1 in Orange Empire Conference play. However, because of the head-to-head win that the Rustlers have over the Pirates, the Rustlers sit in 2nd place, just behind Irvine Valley, who's on a roll at 4-0 in conference play.
And one of the better teams in the state. They're 8-0 overall, 4-0 in conference play, and Golden West plays them soon. That'll be a very important match for the Rustlers.
They have a tough week coming up. Wednesday they play Cypress, the 5th-ranked team in the state. Friday they play Irvine Valley, the 4th-ranked team in the state.
Yeah, next week will be a very pivotal week as far as standing in the conference and placement in the state tournament.
Morrell got it started with a serve, blocked at the net, kept alive by the Gauchos. Who's getting to it? Ball's bobbling around. And Montez will spike it from deep within her own court. And that is a long hit from the Gauchos. So Morrell looking to close this game out on a long serving spree. Just 3 points shy of taking set 1. Espejo gets to it. Here's Chavez. Blocked at the net, out of bounds. Gauchos finally grab a point.
That's
after
quite a string.
A long string with Kayla Morrell serving for the Rustlers.
Saddleback trails 22-14, set number 1.
Jackie Oda from Tesoro High School will serve for the Gauchos. Montez digs it. There's Risco, has to get creative. Gauchos keep it alive. A double hit is called. Point to the Gauchos.
I couldn't really tell if it was a double hit or somebody contacted the net. Both are violations. Doesn't really matter. Saddleback ball. Saddleback point.
Oda's serve. Alliston, Morrell, Risco. Her attempt is blocked, but it falls to the Saddleback side of the court.
It's about time we got one. We've given them 3 or 4 of those already.
Risco serves. Here's Espejo. Risco's gonna have to keep it alive. It'll be over softly by Alliston. Talifas, Espejo. Risco can't get to that powerful kill from Melissa Chavez.
Well done for Saddleback.
Chavez, number 13 for the Gauchos at 5'9". One of the taller players on the team there for the Gauchos.
Coach Lawler mentioned they were not the tallest team in the conference, therefore he feels they have to play a lot of good defense. There are some very tall young ladies playing collegiate volleyball these days.
Service from the Gauchos. Here's Lombino. Morrell to Alliston. Kept alive by the libero for Gauchos. Briscoe gets a touch to it. Here's Morrell to Montez. And it's Talifas. Lombino digs it out. Morrell. Montez. What an excellent play by Licciardi.
Excellent play.
Briscoe. Morrell. Polo gets a touch to it.
You hate to lose those long rallies. Well played by both squads. That was a great rally.
So we've got set point here, 24-16, with Lombino back to serve for the Rustlers.
Set number 1, Golden West 24. Saddleback, timeout. Saddleback 16. Set number 1, best 3 out of 5. Games 225, you must win by 2.
So the Rustlers in good position here. They just need 1 point to put this first set away.
Got off to a little bit of a slow start. I think, again, maybe they've taken Saddleback a little light. I remember a player telling me one time they took a team so light when they went out on the floor they were surprised to see the other team even showed up. Young people will make a lot of decisions that may not make any sense. Saddleback is here. They're playing hard. They seem to be a little bit outgunned at this point in time.
They are, but their defensive effort, as Coach Lawler attributed to, their digs have been excellent. However, their kills not quite as powerful as the Rustlers. So substitution here, it'll be Victoria Polo in to serve for set point.
And nothing starts until the official blows his whistle.
It's blocked and out of bounds. Lombino makes her way back in for Polo.
Saddleback's not going to turn around and go away. They played that point very well and trail 24-17, set number 1.
Rachel Talifas, the libero for the Gauchers, to serve. Briscoe, Morrell, Montez put the set away, and she does.
That can be dangerous.
As she knows how. So the Rustlers take set 1, 25-17. After a rough start, they got things rolling. We'll be back for set 2 right after this.
Spread the word.
Hey everybody, it's a good game right here in Golden West in the court side here in volleyball. They're doing real good. They started off a little slow, but got everything together, and they finally did it. There's some good stops from Faith Olson and Allie Board, and to save the game. After that, the Rustlers took the lead, 25-17. Thank you. From the court side, this is Yoni.
Thank you, Yoni. So a good game one, as we mentioned. Rustlers got off to a very strange start, a little bit of miscommunication, but a couple timeouts coached by Coach Lawler, settled the ladies down, got them back focused, and the Rustlers finished the game out much stronger.
Well, and the secret of successful coaching is defeat the teams that you're supposed to defeat, play very well against the teams that perhaps if you play well you can beat them, and don't get confused about what game you're in. Saddleback showed up, ready to play. They seem to be a little bit outgunned, but the Saddleback ladies played hard that entire set. But I believe that what we're going to see now is a continuation of that same pattern in set number 2.
So the Rustler offense seems to be firing here tonight. Montez, Risco, and Board. Some powerful kills from the front line of the Rustlers. Good setting as well to put them up there. That's a large lead by Kayla Morell and Jessica Athow, who tend to split time there as setters. Morell getting a little bit more playing time in tonight's contest. And we're underway here in set 2. Here's Schneider, puts it over. Board. Montez touched at the line, and the Rustlers get things started here in set 1.
Good as gold.
Someone on the scorekeeper in the gym needs to reset the scoreboard.
Yeah, we still have a score. Actually, we now have 26 points on the board. Somebody, the official, is correcting things.
And we're ready to go here. 1-0 correct score here to the Rustlers here in set 2. At-house service. Espejo blocked, but down on their own side. That was Montez and Givens at the net, unable to put the ball back over the net.
Set 2 tied at 1.
Dishno to serve for the Gauchos. Montez, Athow, over to Board. Touch at the line. Gauchos keep it alive. Here's Schneider to Chavez. Briscoe will touch it. It's got to be over by Lombino, and it is. Here's Espejo to Chavez again. Board gets to it. Lombino keeps it alive.
Risco seems to be vital on every play.
Here's Chavez. Got to put it over. Blocked at the net by the Rustlers. Gives Gauchos another turn. This will look better from the Rustlers. To Board. Dug out by the Gauchos back over the net. Athow to Montez.
Well played.
Good block there by the Gauchos to grab the point and take the early lead here in set 2, 2-1.
Usually when Miss Montez hits that ball, it's on the floor, but that was well blocked.
Point back to the Rustlers to tie it back up at 2. It'll be Montez back to serve for Golden West with the jump serve. Wow, very difficult to handle from Talfus. Adhow gets down. Montez is going to have to go over. There's a Espejo. And struck out of bounds. A little too heavy from Morgan Kavanaugh.
Set 2, Golden West leads 3-2.
Montez looks like she'll do a powerful jump serve yet again. Right into the net. First one looked good. That's tough to replicate.
Yeah, that's the problem with the jump. You take a chance hitting it a little bit low, but it's an extremely effective serve used on every level of volleyball, men and women. Ball has to be hit before the player crosses that end line.
Morgan Kavanaugh, middle blocker for Dana Hills High School with the service. It's a little bit short. Briscoe had to get to it. Here's Board, touching the net, but Danelle Espejo couldn't get to it.
Well done. Usually a play will consist of 3 hits. First person digs the ball, second person sets the ball, third person kills the ball.
Here's Chavez, blocked at the net, not strong enough. Polo and Ali Board getting involved in that block, but it falls down on their side of the court. And then once again, in set 2, just like in set 1, it's very close here early on. We're tied at 4. Briscoe comes to dig it. Here's Adhow. And Board. Good save there by Oda. It's going to have to be over by Licciardi. Sorry, Talfus. Here's Board. Too much to handle.
Very effective. Very effective.
Even the defensive specialist, Rachel Talfus, couldn't get down quickly enough for that one.
The 2 outside hitters, Allison Board and Maritza Montez for Golden West, are a tremendous offensive force. Ball can go to either side and be killed.
Chavez picked up by Morel. Over easily by the Rustlers. Here's Chavez, has to put it over softly. Montez keeps it alive. Morel, Briscoe has to shovel it over. Talfus. Here's Morel. Briscoe with the push.
Good save.
Oda gets down quickly. Looks long, and it is. So Briscoe had to get a little momentum there on that rally, just with the little shovel hit, put it softly over the net. It was good enough for the Rustlers, and they take a 2-point lead.
Set 2, Golden West 6, Saddleback 4.
Talfus digs it out. Espejo the set. Chavez the hit. Finds a perfect corner, but it goes out. Saddleback coaching staff can't believe it.
It's right in front of them. No, that's right in front of Golden West. Golden West coaches aren't saying anything. It's a good thing we're not officiating from up here. I thought that was good, but the official's a lot closer to the line than I am.
More hit there by Jackie Oda. Couldn't get it over the net. A substitution here for the Gauchos. Amber Murrieta makes her way into the match for Danielle Espejo. And it's Kayla Morel back to serve. Morel comes to Golden West out of Manteca, California, Sierra High School.
Nothing happens till the referee blows his whistle.
Over by Chavez. Good block at the net. Victoria Polo uses her whole 6'2" frame to extend the Rustler lead here to 5. Morel again to serve. Risco keeps it alive. Here's Lombino. That'll be over by Risco. Little too hard from Lombino. Put it right on the net. That's tough for Alex Risco to deal with.
Set in a spot too close to the net to be killed. Golden West leads 9-5, set 2.
There must have been an infraction called because Golden West is keeping the service here.
Had to be because the ball came down on this side of the net, so somebody on the other side either stepped under the net or hit the net. And
unless it's 10-5 Rustlers. Here's Chavez. Montez gets down. Here's Morel.
Has to go over. There you go.
Murrieta with the set. Morel gets down. Here's Alliston. Montez from deep within her own court. Puts it down for the point.
Takes off behind that 10-foot line. That's almost impossible to stop.
Go anywhere on the court, but the important part is that it falls down on the
Over the
Gaucho
net,
side.
to the floor.
So the Rustlers take a 6-point lead here in the middle of game, or set 2. And a timeout is called by the Gauchos. Coach Carmen Stratton doing some coaching just like Coach Bill Lawler is. But Stratton's team got out to a strong start this season. Jumped out to a 2-0 record. Took second place in a Santa Ana tournament back on September 9th, but that is the last time that they've put a tally in the win column. 7 straight losses.
You never know if eligibility is a problem. Sometimes you get into the year a little bit. High school people maybe started college and decided it wasn't for them, or something came up. The Saddleback team, very similar in makeup as the Golden West, about 4 or 5 sophomores and 7 or 8 freshmen. You got to recruit every year in community college athletics.
We're back underway here as Lombino digs out that hit. Here's Risco. Blocked at the net. Going to be difficult for Chavez to keep it alive, and it's too much. The Rustlers take the point and extend their lead to 7.
Well, Coach Bill Lawler asked us to pick out a player to interview at the end of the contest, which is one of the things we like to do, interview coaches and players. And right now there's about 4 players on the Golden West squad that could be that person.
Heavy touch there from Talifas, but the Gauchos are able to recover. But it gives Risco a great opportunity, and she puts it down. Talifas dives, but is unable to get to it, to pop it up.
Risco, one of the sophomores on the Golden West squad. Every game we've seen has been a key factor in the outcome. Good defender, good passer, good killer.
Morel keeps the serving going on here. Here's Chavez. Lombino gets to it. Risco. Here's Montez.
That's good. 3 hits and over.
Talifas had to put it over, and the Gauchos finally put it over, but it's out of bounds. So the Rustlers on a bit of a run here in the middle of set 2. Up by 9.
14-5. Golden West.
Danielle Espejo makes her way back into the match. Talifas brings it up. Put over on the bump by the Gauchos. Here's Risco. What a kill! Goes untouched by the Gauchos.
She's a very fine player. Alex Risco, 5'7", sophomore from Nevada, Douglas High School, Gardnerville, Nevada. We're happy to have her here in Huntington Beach. Steady player.
So Morel serves again with the Rustlers up by 10. Espejo bumps. Long hit, but Montez touches it. Lombino, it's over on the bump by Montez. Espejo. Montez digs out that kill by Smith. Risco again with a big hit. Talifas gets to it. Chavez.
That tip doesn't count, so you get 3 more hits.
Risco again. Talifas. Espejo puts it over on the
right
set.
in the middle.
Takes the Rustlers by surprise
into
on
the
that
hole.
Second touch.
Well, somebody had to stop that rally. They'd be going all night. Excellent play on both sides of the net. Ball went out the door. I don't think anybody went to get it.
Melissa Chavez to serve for the Gauchos. Lombino digs. Morel. Polo is blocked at the net. Montez. Here's Risco. Blocked and out of bounds. Alicia Dishno of the Gauchos couldn't block that one back to her teammates to keep it alive.
I don't know if the coach told the girls that we were going to evaluate their play, but Miss Risco was having a great game.
Risco's serve is too much to handle. Gauchos player didn't know quite how to bring it back up.
Set to nobody.
Couldn't do it. Timeout called by Coach Stratton of Saddleback College. So the Rustlers now sitting on an 11-point lead here in set 2.
Some nights go by fairly fast, some don't. This match has the appearance of a 3-setter, and as soon as I say that, Saddleback will make a miraculous recovery, but they seem to be a little bit outgunned up to this point in time. The Golden West squad is playing with a lot of consistency now. They didn't start that way in game 1. A little sloppy at the beginning, but that's what the coach calls timeout for. Seems to have a pretty good handle, as we like to see coaches who coach during a contest. Just don't use your timeouts to ball people out for mistakes they can't change anyway because they're already over. The coaches we are used to dealing with here at Golden West College are teachers and coaches. We appreciate that, so are the young players on their squads.
And I got to give Coach Stratton of Saddleback a lot of credit too. She's developed a team here that is very cohesive. They're very supportive of one another. May not have quite the skill level that Golden West has right now, but
they showed up and they're playing hard.
They're going to be playing hard all night long till the end. They get excited after that. Service goes into the net, even trailing by 10 here in set 2. And it's Talifas to serve for the Gauchos. Lombino digs. Morel. Polos touched the net. Good play by Spitz to keep it alive. Has to go over. Here's Morel. Montez. What a hit. Talifas can't get down. Point and service go back to the Rustlers.
If you don't get that ball right at the net, it's going to the floor. So set 2, 18-7, Golden West.
Polo serves. Espejo.
Good play.
Smart play by Morgan Kavanaugh out of Dana Hills High School. Put it just over the blockers.
Hit that open area right in the middle of the hole where there is nobody there.
Setter Danielle Espejo, just a 5'2" sophomore out of Capo Valley High School. Back to serve. Powerful serve.
That was a tough one to let go. That was pretty close.
I would have played it, but looked like Risco there on the near corner. She let it ride, and it just went out of bounds. Point to the Rustlers. And now Jessica Athow to serve. Talifas digs it. Again, Kavanaugh tries to put it in that spot, but the Rustlers better. Risco gets hold of it. She's mad at herself for that one. Yeah, just couldn't get it over.
That was killed well, just about 3 inches too low. Saddleback makes a little rally here, trailing by 10. Set 2.
Lombino, Athow, here's board. Slight touch at the net, but not enough to redirect that kill from Ali Board. And the Rustlers get an even 20 points here in set 2.
5 to go.
Montez's jump serve. Espejo. Athow gets down. Montez will put it over. Talifas. Espejo. Chavez gets down.
Well played.
Risco finds a nice hole on the far side of the court. She's on fire tonight. Extends the lead here to 12.
4 to go. Set 2. Golden West 21. Saddleback 9.
Montez's jump serve good again. Espejo sets. Good blocking at the net by Katie Gibbons. Katie Gibbons, a 5'11" freshman from Palm Springs High School.
Maritza Montez is a 6-foot sophomore from Downing High School in Downey. She is a good enough player that people are going to look to take her on to the next level.
Jessica Athow got down, couldn't bring that dig up. It was off her arms and out of bounds.
Saddleback 10, Golden West 22, set number 2.
Morgan Kavanaugh back to serve for the Gauchos, trailing by 12 here. Lombino digs, Athow to Risco. Good blocking there by the Gauchos.
Well played.
Janelle Schneider got involved in that block. And it's point to the Saddleback Gauchos. Risco certainly got a hold of it, and any good block there is going to be too hard to handle for the Rustlers on the rebound.
Well, you got to get it right at the net or it's on the floor.
service into the net, little short from Morgan Kavanaugh.
(23-11), set 2. Golden West leads.
Here's Lombino to serve. Espejo with the set. Trick play there by Janelle Schneider. Kind of caught the Rustlers by surprise.
Yeah.
They didn't know how to handle it.
Tipped the wrong way. Ball went backwards instead of forwards.
So the Rustlers look to close out set 2. They'll have to do it as Janelle Schneider serves for the Gauchos. Montez digs. Athow, here's board. Good kill there by the Rustlers to give it set 2, set point.
The scoring in volleyball these days all over the world is called rally scoring. There is a point scored on every serve. In the old days, not too many years ago, only the serving team could score points and games went on forever. Scoring was changed several years ago so that every point, every serve leads to a point for somebody, and that looked like 4 hits.
And that'll be set 2. Pardon, didn't mean to interrupt you, John, but the ladies are going quickly these days. They want to get their business taken care of. So the Rustlers take set 2, 25-12. We'll take a quick break. Be back with some set 2 analysis right after this.
I want to be a nurse. I want to be an architect. I want to be a police officer.
With the workforce changing every day, going to college is more important than ever before. Financial aid is available. Visit gwc.info. Follow your dreams. We'll help you get there.
We're live from courtside here, and amazing play from Alex Risco. Golden West has 2-0 set lead, and it's going to be a good game tonight to see if Golden West can wrap it up today. Back to you guys, back in a bit.
Thank you, Tam. So indeed, the Rustlers looking to close out the Gauchos here in a quick 3 sets. The last broadcast we did with Riverside was a marathon of games, went to the distance, scoring, as we calculated, some of the highest points possible in a volleyball match, going 5 games, each one going to the maximum. But the Rustlers taking care of business here, as you can see, 25-17, and in set 2, 25, and only allowing 12 points to the visiting Gauchos.
And after last week's game, again, Golden West losing in 5, we calculated that for the entire 5 games, their difference in scoring was 2 points. And that's games to 25. In fact, one of them, I think, went to 27 to win by 2, and then the final game to 15. Very close contest. That is not the case so far tonight. And if this match ends in 3, like it might, we need to do a little housekeeping and let you know that this is a program brought to you by students in the broadcast television department at Golden West College. It's an entirely student-run operation. Directed by Professor Warren Carter. We do all of the athletic events at Golden West College, and they are aired on Channel 95 Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 8 o'clock till 11 o'clock. And Saddleback is still fired up. I think maybe there's a dance at school by 8:30 and they want to hurry up and get there. But they're showing a lot of enthusiasm.
They certainly are. That's what I was alluding to earlier. Coach Stratton, if you can't have the highest competitors, you can at least have a fun time. You can at least teach your ladies something, and it looks like she's done that so far this season. I know it's been a frustrating time, especially in conference play here. They dropped their last game to Santa Ana, who prior to beating Saddleback hadn't won a conference match since the middle of 2007. So things not necessarily going Saddleback's way, but they're showing lots of spirit here tonight, and I got to give them credit for that.
Yes, they are, and it is a game, after all. These are college students. Hopefully their main goal is to get an education and to participate in intercollegiate athletics. Certainly enriches the college experience. In the long run, if you took all the games that are ever played, half the teams win and half the teams lose. We so often only celebrate those teams that seem to never lose or almost never lose, but in reality, half the people lose in the long run if you play long enough.
And that's the type of spirit we're talking about. The Gauchos take the first point, and they are just as happy to take that point as any other one.
Yes, sir, and there's 6 young ladies standing over there leading cheers for the Saddleback squad, and they are the substitute players.
Montez with the kill, blocked the net. Great defensive play by Rachel Talifas, but wasn't enough to keep it alive. We've got a new libero in for the Rustlers, Olivia Ostunio, and we're tied at 1. Here's Montez back to serve with the jump serve. Espejo. Good blocking at the net, although the Gauchos put it back over. Miscommunication there. Looked like Jessica Athow and Ostunio both going for it and running into each other in the process. Not the most effective defensive play.
No, it's hard to hit it over when 2 of your players are laying on the floor. But you got to try to keep the ball alive, and that's what they were doing.
So Coach Lawler giving some time to Olivia Ostunio from Calvary Chapel High School in Costa Mesa, who comes up with that dig. Briscoe's kill is blocked. Athow to Montez. Too much to handle for Rachel Talifas. And we're tied up at 2.
Now the last couple of plays, they brought Miss Montez right down the middle for that kill, and that seems to be a very effective spot for Golden West to attack. Yeah, they're very careful about water on the floor. When a player goes down, they do take time out to dry the floor. You don't need anybody slipping.
So you can see the Lady Rustlers getting their polishing skills down pat there.
What if they do windows? Our window up here in the booth could use a little cleaning. Hard to see out of it. 25 years of growth.
Espejo with a soft set.
Almost a miss hit, but it was very effective.
Briscoe is kept alive by the Gauchos. Ostunio can't get to it. I thought she might have touched it, but there was a bounce just before she touched. And it's a point to the Gauchos, who lead by 1 here in set 3. Again, still maintaining lots of energy, lots of enthusiasm here. And it's Spitz with the service. Montez with the long bump. Polo does well.
All good.
Spot. Point to the Rustlers.
Well, you have a decision to make as a player. If Saddleback is down 2-0, they could have just gone in the tank and not tried at all. But these young ladies are here to play. They're doing the best they can do.
Jackie Oda, errant touch. Gauchos will put it behind them. Look up to the next point here. Board.
Ooh, that might have been long, but
Ostunio does well to get down. Alliston's to Risco. Polo tries to sneak one over, and the Gauchos can't keep that one alive. Polo again using her 6'2" frame right at the net to Gold West advantage here and gives them a 2-point lead. Board service. Espejo. Blocked at the net, kept alive. Risco and Ostunio again both going for it. Montez has to put it over on the bump. Touched at the net by Polo and falls on the Golden West side.
Well played. Well played.
Kayla Morrell makes her way back into the match for Allie Board on the Golden West side of the court. And it's Morgan Kavanaugh to serve for the Gauchos.
Coach Lawler has taken advantage of tonight's contest, which Golden West should be able to prevail in, and getting some players some playing time who might not usually get a whole lot, and that's good for everybody. Strengthens the team, gives the girls a reason to keep coming to practice.
Faith Alston's block at the net falls down on the Golden West court. Point to the Gauchos, who are keeping things close here in set 3, trailing just by 1, 5-6. Kirby Butterworth is way back against the gymnasium wall. Long service. Astunio digs it out. Will be over by Risco. Espejo. Here's Montez. Kept alive by Talifas. Polo keeps it alive, puts it over. Pardon me, that wasn't Butterworth on the last service. It was Danielle Espejo pulling some surprises with her back against the gym wall. And on the flip side of the court, it's Victoria Polo. Talifas. Timeout was called before the service.
Before the serve, so that serve will go over.
And it's 7-5 here, Golden West, with a 2-0 lead here in the contest. And again, Carmen Stratton calling timeout, still coaching, still believing in her players.
Yes, and she's coaching right now. We can see her talking to those girls, giving them a little applause. That's good to see. That's good to see. We've seen a couple of coaches in the last several years doing a variety of sports here at Golden West College. One particular coach comes to mind from a school I won't name, where his own players were walking away from him as it was at the pool side, as a matter of fact. A little bit embarrassing to see a coach so poorly thought of by his players that not just one, but several just turned around and walked away. These coaches that are coaching are also teaching, and that's what these young people need.
Just Polo with the service.
Just cleared the net.
Good kill by Melissa Chavez. John, you've been a coach in the community college district. I've been a coach at the high school level for a while, and we both know that we don't necessarily do it for the riches. We do it for the love of the sport, for the love of teaching it, teaching the sport to the youngsters. And it's good to see that type of feeling going on both sides of the court here tonight. At service, short and into the net from Christina Licciardi.
And both of these squads will have players go on and play on the 4-year level at one division or another, 1, 2, 3, or 4, or AA. Athletics is an education all by itself, but when you can take advantage of that and help to get your education, that makes it even better.
Strange play by Adhow, but she kept it alive nonetheless. Risco does the same. Adhow comes over. Montez has to put it over the net, and she does. Espejo the set. Soft touch. Well played by Astunio. Here's Espejo. Sets it over. Takes the Rustlers by surprise.
Those Saddleback girls are having more fun than the Golden West girls are, I believe. They are playing with great intensity. And a lot of squads down 2-0 would have mailed this one in.
Astunio digs it out. Adhow gets to it. It's going to be over by Risco and is Talifas. Espejo. Good blocking at the net by the Rustlers. Adhow to Montez. Blocked and out of bounds. So again, Montez coming with a big swing. She really puts her whole arm and body into those
Somebody
kills.
could get hurt if they get in the way of that. A little face plant, and we'd be looking at a bloody nose.
And it's Montez with the jump serve dug out by Chavez. Astunio gets a touch, but it's not quite high enough, and it falls back down on her side of the court. So 9-8, Golden West just hanging on to a 1-point lead here in set 3, looking to close it out in 3. But finding a difficult time doing so. Oda to serve for the Gauchos. Jump service is in.
Good.
Ace.
Good.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rustler ladies. What a service. Fell right on the line and in.
No argument by anybody, so that ball definitely got the line. See the chalk dust kick up. Oh, that's the other sport.
Oda again back to serve. She'll jump serve again. That one is definitely long. I remind you, these referees are professionals. However, the line judges are student volunteers. We don't release their names. They're on a rotating basis, and I wouldn't want to miss communication there on the Gauchos side. Chavez and Talifas both going for the ball.
Ball hit right between two players, and they weren't quite sure what to do.
So Estunio serves again.
Ooh, into the net.
A little short from the 5'3" sophomore.
Well said. We haven't seen a lot of net serves in previous matches this year, but we've had several tonight on both sides. Trying to get that jump serve to drop just over the net, but it's got to get over the net to do that.
So the Rustlers still sitting on just a 1-point lead here in set 3. Timeout is called on the floor.
In sets 1 and 2, it's about this stage of the game that Golden West put a rally together, pulled ahead by 5 or 6, and took control of the game. So we'll see if that happens again. I got a feeling the Saddleback girls are not going to let that happen. We'll just see how that works out. They are still playing with lots of enthusiasm. Every one of their subs is rotating into the game. They've got 6 young ladies on the sideline taking their turn at play. In set 3, Golden West leads by 1, 11-10.
Rustlers allowed 17 points in set 1, just 12 in set 2, and already they've given up 10. Estunio digs, at house sets, board, looks long. He certainly got a hold of that one, went cross court to the far corner.
That leads the league in length, but it's got to fall inside those black lines.
So Gauchos serve again, tied at 11. At house sets to Risco. Talifas digs it out. But point to the Rustlers.
I think a Saddleback player hit the net. I'm not sure what what that particular one finger signal means.
I believe he was pointing that player number 1, Danielle Espejo, was the infraction. However, there's no indication of what they actually called.
Yeah, I know that there are certain places certain players cannot be, but from up here we can't always tell where they are.
Dives, touches, can't bring it up.
Saddleback's not ready to go home yet. This set is tied at 12, and they're down 2-0.
Kavanaugh with the jump serve. Montez digs. Morel to Risco. Oda digs it. Espejo. Chavez's attempt is blocked at the line. And it was Kirby Butterworth. Made her attempt to get over there, but couldn't get down and over quick enough.
Nobody home. That ball was hit where nobody was.
Risco's service. Talifas. Chavez. Risco digs it out. Estunio has to hit it. It'll be over by Montez.
See that one coming.
Espejo put it over her head backwards.
Over and 2. That doesn't happen very often. It always catches a defense unawares.
Estunio's doing really well to get down and touch the ball. Some of her digs aren't playable, but I love her athletic ability to get down. Here's Montez. Too much for the blockers of Gauchos.
Yeah, when all else fails, just hit it to Miss Montez, and she'll take care of business 9 out of 10 times.
Here's going to be a substitution for the Rustlers. Polo will come out. Mary Lombino, now wearing the green jersey, makes her way into the contest yet again. And her service is a little short, and wallops Faith Alliston right on the head.
Came all the way onto the floor to hit the ball into the net. Go sit down.
Harsh coaching, John McNichols.
I'm sure she didn't want to hit the ball into the net, but that's what happens every now and then.
Montez to Morel. It's Katie Givens getting some kills here in set 3.
Players rotating in and out, but there is a method to that. The player coming in has to take the departing player's place in the rotation. They don't just run onto the floor.
At house service. Here's a Espejo set. Blocked at the net. Givens and Montez got up, but it fell on their side of the court. And we're tied at 15 here in set 3. Saddleback making a go of it here, hanging on, point for point. Talifas. Here's Montez. Kavanaugh got up for Saddleback, but it falls on her side of the court. Montez will register another kill. Montez's jump serve looks long and is just outside the lines.
And a player, an official right there, student official, saw the ball wide. Point, serve, Saddleback.
Schneider service for Saddleback. There's board, blocked and falls on Saddleback's side. Point to the Rustlers.
And that block is effective. It's only as effective as where the ball comes off the player's hand. As often as not, as it did in that case, it fell out of bounds. They were awfully close to that sideline.
Ostunio's service. Talifas digs it. Espejo. And it's short from Spitz. Get a look there at the two assistant coaches on the bench, Jillian Mozzarella and Tim Johnson. Interesting play from Courtney Spitz.
Take that.
Ostunio had to hustle, got a touch to it, but it was heading the wrong way.
Looked like she was just trying to hopefully get the ball over the net, and she did, and hit it into a spot where nobody was.
So Spitz back to serve for Saddleback. Just a bit long. Good heads-up play by Ostunio to let it run. Substitutions yet again for Golden West, who are changing very often here in set 3, sitting on a 2-point lead, just 6 points shy of closing out the match. Morell's service.
Has to go over.
Talifas puts it over Montez. Morell to Polo, kept alive. Here's Talifas. Montez digs out that hit. Here's Risco. Chavez digs it out. Here's Chavez to put it over. Morell. Alliston with a little shovel hit.
Well played.
Chavez learns to shovel. That ball was heading into the bleachers here of the Golden West Gymnasium, and Faith Alliston thought better of diving after that one.
Faith had two choices. Dive for the ball and lose your head on the first row of seats, or make the smart play and live to play tomorrow.
Kavanaugh. Montez gets a bump to it. Here's Risco. Touched at the net, kept alive by the Lady Gauchos. Ostunio digs it out. Morell to Alliston. Ostunio does well to get down. She dives well.
Well played. Well played. Saddleback scratching back.
We're tied at 19.
Tied at 19, set 3. Golden West leads 2-0.
Kavanaugh with the service. Polo wasn't quite paying attention to that one. She got the first flick. Alliston got the second touch, and it fell near Polo.
Nobody made a move for the ball. Player cannot hit it twice in a row.
So the Gauchos up 20-19, making a go of it here in set 3. Alliston, Morell, back to Alliston. Point to the Rustlers. Amber Smith is called for the infraction. But it's Alex Risco back to serve for the Rustlers, tied at 20.
Has to go over.
Montez digs. Morell back to Montez.
Tough play.
The arms of Janelle Schneider. And timeout is called by Coach Stratton of Saddleback.
Coach Stratton would have had to play that ball for it to stay in play. That was knocked out of bounds, out of play.
So the Rustlers make a bit of a comeback here, but Saddleback is hanging on.
Well, and again, I don't want to state it, but I'll have to state it. Saddleback could have very easily just played this one out and been on the bus by now, but these young ladies are playing hard, and they had taken the lead. Now they trail by 1 in set number 3. That's a good testament to the coaching and to the quality of the players on the team. Appreciate that as a former coach.
So Alex Risco, one of the stars for Golden West tonight with the service.
She'd be very high on my list of player of the game.
Morel to Montez. Gets a hold of it.
Miss Montez would be second.
Saddleback can't believe it.
No question about that.
And it looked like, I got my hats off to Bill Lawler, it looked like he corrected the official and gave that point over to Saddleback.
Was that the coach that did that? I appreciate that. You don't see that in very many sports. Both officials had called it Golden West ball.
Montez, big
Take
kill.
That. There we go. Good sport. There's always a place for good sportsmanship wherever you are.
Victoria Polo back to serve. Rustlers sitting on just a 1-point lead. Talafas digs it. Espejo to Chavez. Good blocking at the net by the Rustlers. Schneider. Morel gets to it.
Well saved.
Alliston. And a little miscommunication there by the Saddleback Gauchos. Amber Smith got a touch to it, and Danielle Espejo couldn't get down and bring it back up. Was looking for a little bit stronger pass from Smith. Polo. Espejo has to dig this one. Good blocking at the net, but not quite enough. Faith Alliston got a hand to it, but it falls on her side of the court.
Well done. First team to 25 has to lead by 2 at 25. Golden West leads by 1, 23-22.
Errant hit there by Montez. So this set 3 will go the distance. We're tied at 23. Chavez to serve for the Gauchos. Briscoe digs, Morel, Montez. Tipped, yet out. So point
tip
to
by
Golden
the
West.
floor official.
So we're on match point
Golden West,
here.
Match point.
Faith Alliston will be back to serve. And that's the match.
As we often
Courtney
see,
Spitz.
almost an anticlimax.
All right, Courtney Spitz with a difficult play there at the end. She'll be down on herself, but that is not indicative of the way that Saddleback played. They were tough defensively all night long, but it was the offense that just couldn't get things rolling.
Great effort in that third game especially. Those young ladies, losing is never good, but they played hard and they did not roll up and go away.
So a strong performance here by the Rustlers. The Gauchos take them the distance in set 3, 25-23. Let's send it down courtside to Mario Poblete.
Thank you, guys. Golden West have a great game. They really dominate the 3 games with an incredible defense and offense. Alex Kisco really dominated with the offense with great shots from the upside. And the head coach having a great season with Golden West with a record of 11-3. That's all for Roy. And John and Rob.
Thank you, Mario. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back for our post-game show right after this. Golden West victorious in 3 sets.
This place, it just gets better and better.
Every day, California goes to work. And thanks to its system of more than 100 community colleges all across the state, every day, California becomes a better place to live. California Community Colleges, the way California works.
It just gets better and better.
I want to be a nurse. I want to be an architect. I want to be a police officer.
With the workforce changing every day, going to college is more important than ever before. Financial aid is available. Visit gwc.info. Follow your dreams. We'll help you get there.